Hey guys, it's Erika. We're going to do my first listen for TAEYEON 2X, the 5th mini album. So this is going to be broken up into two parts. As you can tell, this is a part 1. This first part's going to include Melt Away, Burn It Down, and Nightmare. Part 2 is going to be All for Nothing and Fabulous, and then my final album thoughts. But I'm really excited to dive into this mini album because I love TAEYEON. You know, she is slaying over here. And I love her music, her discography, just so much about her. She is one of my favorite soloists. So I'm really excited to dive into this. Going to be doing color coded lyric readers for this one. If there's any mistakes with the lyrics or translations, please don't kill the messenger. But yeah, really excited to dive into this. I mean, the imagery, once again, it was a little spicy. You know, those teaser pictures, and then when the actual music video dropped, it's that kind of signature TAEYEON, like haunting, kind of creepy nature that she does so well. But yes, really excited to dive into the B-side. So girl, let's just start off with Melt Away. That is what we are working with first. So yeah, overall really excited. No idea what to expect other than how I've heard TAEYEON's music before. She has quite diverse discography and always comes back with great music overall, and plus SM soloists. Like every SM album this year has really hit. Everything I've done a first listen to, it's been like on a whole other level. The SM is always in their bag, especially when it comes to TAEYEON stuff. So the bar is a little high, especially after all the releases we've gotten this year. And so yes, let's get Melt Away. Guitar. Okay, horns.
Tell me what you feeling. 헤맬지도 몰라 maybe. 그러니까 맡겨봐. 다 볼게 deep down. 너도 너를 속여버린 맘. 차가웠던 나의 눈빛이. Melt slowly.
Okay.
긴장감은 안에서 fast 널 웃게 하지.
Okay, Miss Leon. Oh. Miss Leon be singing. She said I'm still a vocal queen. I do like there's a little bit of like a Latin vibe within the song, so it's very interesting. It just seems right because with the Latin sound, it's normally associated with like warmer imagery, desert, the heat, you know what I mean? So to put that sound on a song that's saying you're as cold as ice, that contrast. Well, it is called Melt Away, so you melt into me. Ooh. Who produced this one? Zara Larson, what? And like a bunch of other people. Loved it. I love it. I love the sound. I love how it has like the Latin sort of like vibe to it. It just makes it spicy, you know what I mean? For lack of a better term, literally. But yeah, no, I think it's really, really great. There is something about like TAEYEON that it just, and a lot of her music and her concepts and stuff, that's like a Shakespearean tragedy, you know what I mean? And so like with that, when you think of certain like Latin romance movies, there's like, you know, like El Mariachi, or like, you know, those ones where like maybe the hero dies at the end, or hero dies at the end, you know, that sort of just like tragic thing. So I think the sound kind of works with the concept, especially this type of sound that they went for. I really like it. It kind of would fit the kind of like the era of K-pop, Latin pop concepts that didn't go for the more popular Latin pop sounds, which was reggaeton, you know what I mean? But I think for TAEYEON, it works really, really well. I'm sure TAEYEON would sound great on a reggaeton song, but I like what they did here. SM, you know what's underrated? SM Latin concepts. I mean, we got Kai Rover. You have the Super Junior. And Super Junior has had a Latin sound within their discography for a really long time, so they definitely know what they're doing with that, and they do it very, very well. But I like it. The lyrics are fantastic, as they always are with TAEYEON. Melt away, you're as cold as ice, but with me, I'm warming up a little bit. You start melting into me. You know what I mean? Love it. The vocals go crazy for this one. And that's the thing. TAEYEON doesn't have to always do like crazy vocals. Sometimes, again, it's the delivery and her tone that just makes the song so, so powerful. Like, she got the Y's, she got the I's, but for all of that, we got a little bit of I envy you. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, she does get bigger there vocally at the end, but you know what I mean. So I think this one is great. I think it's a great first one to start off as a B-side. Yeah, because the title track is the first song. So to go from the title track to this one, I think it does flow really nicely so far within the album. But I really like Melt Away a lot. And I also feel like it's just kind of, you know, within TAEYEON's sound when she does albums like this, or just like her B-sides in general, because I feel like she has like the two different concepts, like, you know what I mean? Like, she has The Weeknd, very cute, very girls' generation, very pretty, you know what I mean? But then again, the Shakespearean tragedy ones as well. But the next one is called Burn It Down. It's interesting to get like Melt Away and Burn It Down, because again, it is like a wintertime release, so to sort of like warm up the season with these sort of concepts are very, very interesting. But I think very, very well done as well. So I mean, it wouldn't be TAEYEON's first time with Fire. So yeah, just overall really, really excited. So I mean, Melt Away, the bar is up here. I mean, it was up here because of 2X and just how we know TAEYEON's discography to be. But Melt Away she is the only song I've checked out so far, and she is that girl. So yes, let's get Burn It Down.
버린 날 바라볼 때 네 맘은 어때 깨진 조각상같이 날카로운 끝에 맺혀진 real end. Oh, 나를 도려내는 모진 말들에 많은 이유로 그 안에 가둬놓고
She said the vocals are gonna be present.
마음의 그림자 모두 다 외면한 채 회색 연기 속을 헤맸던 내게 뭘 원해? So if you leave me 사라져 멀리 고장나버린 내 모습 burn it down now.
I would say the sound so far is still very like TAEYEON, but like with that 2023 SM production eaten down in their bag for every single song they're putting out this year type of quality, you know what I mean? Not that we haven't gotten that from TAEYEON before, but there's levels to it, you know? I need to see who produced this one too. But it kind of reminds me of mid to late 2000s solo pop stuff, you know what I mean? Like breakup songs, like so specific, yes. 완벽히 Tell him, Miss Ma'am. Tell him. You're right. This is another kind of contrasting song, right? Because it's talking about burning it down, but the production of the song isn't so crazy. You know what I mean? So, but it's really great. Once again, Miss Slayon be slaying, okay? Alright, she definitely reserved all the kind of, I guess, more interesting vocal moments for the B-sides, which I would say might be like much more common for TAEYEON. I mean, title tracks are like one thing as always, but B-sides, they are a whole other different story. So yeah, I really like it. So far, I'm really loving the sound of this album. It sort of is like, again, not necessarily like the, I guess like the such Shakespearean tragedy that would be like I Envy You, you know what I mean? But definitely still like the darker, more tragic, heartbreaking side of TAEYEON that we tend to get, which is what I associate with like a Shakespearean tragedy. Because like with TAEYEON's songs, it's like no matter what happens, we always end up in heartbreak, you know what I mean? But yeah, but I really liked it. I like Burn It Down. I love the sound that they're crafting for them. Again, it sounds like TAEYEON, but a lot of what I feel like I've seen from SM soloists this year, that sort of level. So far, SM in their bag once again. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Every single album has been a hit. I know I didn't feel the only one I didn't feel a type of way about that I did first listen to was like aespa's. But I like it's. Like all this, I like all the songs individually, you know what I mean? So yeah, but like it's interesting to see how like TAEYEON's sound is being like crafted here. I feel like when like my favorite type of TAEYEON is definitely what is being present in this album, you know what I mean? I do love her more cutie, girlier, poppier type of stuff, but this type of stuff, it just hits me different in the soul, you know what I mean? It's instead of like tickling the right parts of the brain, it's tugging at my heartstrings in the right way, I guess, you know what I mean? So yeah, so far absolutely loving it. The last song for this part we are checking out is Nightmare. Ooh, sounds fun. Sounds like a great time. So yeah, I'm really excited to be checking this out, but yeah, let's get Nightmare. And it's a lot more Western pop sounding so far, the entire like album, I would say. But still like very TAEYEON, which SM always kind of goes out for like Western producers, so the sound always kind of makes sense because of that. I'm checking producer credits again. She said, I'm coming back with bars and facts. There's something that is like mid to late 2000s pop about it. Breakup songs. Nobody does heartbreak like TAEYEON does heartbreak, I will say that. Why is she so good at it? Ugh. She's way too good at it, you know what I mean? And she does it so much. Slaying. It's like coming back with the heartbreak music for the heartbroken girlies, okay? That's what she does so well. It's like, again, it's so interesting. She does heartbreak so well because, well, I can't say for like all of her solo career because her solo debut was I, right? And then we had Y, and then it started getting into it, you know what I mean? But she does it so well. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about TAEYEON that does it so well, but again, she tugs on the right heartstrings of my heart, you know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know, she's a girl's girl for that. I will say that. But yeah, but I love it so far. You know, in terms of the album is kind of just having the same vibe of these types of TAEYEON concepts. And I really like it. I do like it. I mean, I feel like they kind of do go like project to project, you know what I mean? Or like singles, you know what I mean? Versus kind of like mixing it up too much between like everything. Cause I mean, yeah, well, I mean, I guess it depends. Right? But I mean, yeah, I mean, this is what TAEYEON does, and she does it so well, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and we just cry ourselves out to sleep together. God, Jesus, look at this. Jesus, TAEYEON, how much, that's why I was kind of like shook at that like 5th mini album, but she's also had 3 full albums, and she did start her solo career when did she start her solo career? Like way later into like her career as an idol in general. So yeah, and she's kind of constantly putting out music. But yes, it's for the heartbreak girlies. It's for the heartbroken girlies. And I love it. And again, the sort of Shakespearean tragediness of the TAEYEON is that she keeps doing the breakup music and the heartbreak music. So it almost feels like we can't escape. Me and her both, we can't escape. So she is a girl's girl for that. But so far, really liking it. I love her sound. Again, this is just kind of so far generally the B-sides have a much more Western sound to it, which is cool, which is dope. I mean, like if TAEYEON were to ever, I don't ever picture this happening, but if they ever marketed her towards a Western market, for one, it would work very well. But for two, she kind of is in like a very unique lane of just like pop that isn't necessarily mainstream anymore. So SM definitely knows what they're doing, definitely in their bag. Once again, we're not done with the album, but it definitely reminds me a lot of like Dio's release and how they sort of crafted his sound on his latest like mini album, and certain solo releases like that, like Keys as well. Just sort of how unique each one of their soloists are, and how just unique each song is for a lot of like their solo stuff. Taemin's as well. So it's really interesting to always hear what they do. I just love how they kind of just give TAEYEON stuff, and really nobody else really does it, you know what I mean? Whether it's like in the industry or whether it's just like in general and stuff. Maybe you get into some of the more similar concepts with like Korean R&B, but not as consistently as TAEYEON, you know? But yeah, so far really loving the album. I'm feeling all the songs are all gonna end up in my crying playlist, because with all the other TAEYEON songs like this. But yes, go to put your thoughts in the comments down below. Your thoughts are so far about TAEYEON's 2X, the 5th mini album. So we got Melt Away, Burn It Down, and Nightmare. Your thoughts, comments down below. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you liked me and want to see more of my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. If you want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, or description down below. Or at the end screen, if you like gaming content, I have a gaming channel. It's called Erika Just Games. Links in the description down below. Currently playing Horizon Zero Dawn, so if you can join me over there for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
좀 이상해 왜 둘 사이에 너만 보이는 걸까 난 까다롭고 힘든 아이라 그런 피곤한 생각만 한데 오늘 난 눈 문자 속에 새로 산 티셔츠 그릴 기분이야 이제야 난 알 것 같아 Gonna block you 부를 것